How to get retainer clients as a videographer. Today, I want to talk on this issue that I know so many of you having troubles with. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Aviv Benor. I'm a creative strategist. I work with clients like Ernst Young, L'Oreal, Adidas, Philips Hue, and many more. And today what I do is basically I help startup companies usually, but also e-com brands make better video ads with my strategies. I don't produce anymore. I used to produce, but nowadays I just help the in-house team or help them hire outside videographers to execute my ideas. Clients pay me on average $5,000 a month for 1 hour consultation call a week. So if they pay me $5,000 for just listen to what I'm telling them to do, then you can get paid much more for telling them what to do plus actually doing it yourself, aka producing. So, without further ado, let's dive into retainers. The first thing I want to talk about is the problem here. The problem with one-off projects that most of you guys are doing is that it's not predictable, you know this, and it's just spiking the business in income and then you go flat. And there's nothing that holds you for the next month, right? Like you don't know. This month could be amazing and the next month, like you don't know what the hell is going on. So retainers are here to combat that and give you a predictable income throughout the year. And I think that the number one issue that I see with a lot of my students who are trying to transition into retainers is they're thinking, what can I sell? What can I give, or what do I want to sell for my clients? And I'm not a big fan of that perspective. I think that we always need to have our client's best interest in mind. And so we need to reverse engineer that question. We need to ask the client, understand from them, what do they want? What do they need on a monthly basis that we can provide? And when we actually ask the client and not just trying to guess, sit in our home and trying to guess what is the best retainer, and we actually go and talk to the clients and reverse engineer that into a package, then guess what? They buy because that's what they want and that's what they told you they want. So sorry. The first thing to get a retainer client is to talk to your existing clients or retainer clients in potential and just ask them, what do you need media-wise, content-wise on a monthly basis? If they don't need it, it won't matter how great your service and talent are. They're just not going to buy it because they don't want it and they don't need it. Okay, so let's say you're talking to a client and they tell you, oh, wow, you know what? Yeah, we need content for our social media every month. We need ads. We need to update our testimonial on our website. We need so-and-so. Suddenly you have something to work with. And now you can build your packages around that, your retainer packages. Now, the next issue a lot of videographers have is that they're saying, okay, great, I can offer this retainer, but how much should I charge? In my opinion, you want to be simple. You want to be predictable for the client. The client doesn't want to be surprised. Just like you don't want to get surprised. They don't want to get surprised. And so we want to price it as a fixed price. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Aviv, some productions are more expensive, some less. Great. First of all, let's understand one thing. You want to build a media package, a content package around the ongoing things. That's the fixed thing. Every now and then, you'll have a one-off project. You need to sit with the client and define together what are those one-off projects. Because let's say your package includes 10 reels a month and 3 long-form YouTube videos. I don't know. Every now and then, they would want something that is out of the spectrum, right? They want a Super Bowl ad. Great. It's not in the package, right? It costs $100,000 to produce the thing. Of course, it's not in the retainer. And so as long as you're on the same page with the client prior to going into contract with them, it's all good. Where problems occur is when you guys are not aligned. The client thinks, well, I have everything. Like, this videographer just gives me everything I want. Great. And you're like, no, I'm not. That's when you have those clashes. And so as long as you guys are aligned, as for the ongoing stuff and the one-off stuff, then you're going to be good. So now that you understand the principles of how to build a retainer based on what your client want and need, the next thing is, how the hell do you get those retainer clients? And the easiest way, in my opinion, is just to look at your current clientele and just call them up and ask them those questions. This question, not those. What the hell do you want on a monthly basis when it comes to content? What do you want? What do you need? And you'll be surprised, but a lot of your current clients could use a lot of content on a monthly basis. And so that would be the first thing I would do. Just look at your current clientele and look at your past clientele. Have them on a list and pick up the phone, call every single one of them. If you're not comfortable picking up the phone, just text them, schedule a meeting, whatever it is, talk to them. And you'll be surprised, but a lot of times, those clients are very happy to share this information with you because most videographers do not ask those questions. What do you want? What are your dreams? Like, what is your business goal with this content? Most videographers just take inputs and then give you the video that you wanted. That's it. And then they go. Most videographers don't think beyond. They don't think, wait, Mr. Client. What is your business goal? Okay, let me build your video strategy from that. And so if you're going down the route of retainers, I also highly recommend you do what I do, which is I take the business goal, I reverse engineer that, build a video strategy. So these are the type of videos we're going to do. This is where we're going to post them. This is the frequency of how much we're going to do it, how much we're going to upload. And then I'm producing or giving somebody else to produce. And if you provide this array of services, coming up with the ideas and executing the ideas to match the business goal, you become irreplaceable because you act as two roles in one. You replace the agency in a way, the marketing agency and the production company. And so this is when the client cannot afford losing you and they have to keep you on the retainer. How can you become irreplaceable? That is the big question that will get you to understand how the hell do you make a retainer? And the way you answer this question is not by yourself, is by asking the client. I hope this video helped you and by getting a retainer. Anyway, if this video was helpful, let me know. And let me know what's my next video should be about. Yeah, bye.